Okay guys, somebody's cutting the grass outside, so I know that some people are like, it sounds like there's a train outside, it sounds like there's grass outside, what's going on, blah blah blah. So I just wanted to say that someone is cutting the grass outside. And I wanted to say also thank you guys so much for 15,000 subscribers. That's beautiful. When I started 2020, I had maybe like 4,000 or 5,000 subscribers, I think. So thank you guys so much. That means a lot to me. And hopefully 2021 is going to be even better. And I have a bunch of videos that I filmed that are just sitting there that I haven't edited because of pure laziness. So I just wanted to say that I didn't like disappear or anything. That's what's going on. So, I wanted to talk because I wanted to be honest, and YouTube is a place that I feel like I can be honest, not judgment free, because I do have a lot of critics and haters or whatever, people who just don't like me on this platform. But that's just life, and it doesn't matter. Like, I just have to like talk about how I feel about things. But I have a lot of people who, you guys, like, I love reading your comments. I laugh along with you guys. I try to heart all of them because like I really appreciate that you guys even like watch my videos and then you comment them and you tell me how you feel. So that's really nice. So I wanted to talk about 2020 and how I'm honestly feeling about 2020, because as a person with like a public platform where I talk about like God and whatever I talk about, people have asked me over and over like, what do you think about 2020? And there's lots of people who feel many different ways, and I feel lots of ways, but I just want to talk about how I feel about myself, because this has been the year of like extreme self-reflection, because we've all just been trapped inside the house or wherever we've been trapped inside. And I'm back in Oregon also, by the way, just so you know. I'm not in my dorm in Nashville anymore, so I've been back here. I spent Thanksgiving here, all that fun stuff. But guys, I feel a lot of things, and I'm just gonna let out how I feel because I just have to. I can't keep everything inside my soul all the time, and it's not healthy for me to always hold everything back. I'm very angry at myself, and I've dealt with that for a very long time, because long story short, I had a horrible high school experience. Middle school and high school were not great at all. And people who know me in high school know why. And it was just a very rough transitional time. The only good thing about high school was that I found Jesus, and that saved my life. And but academic wise, I was not good at school at all. And I've never really been really into academics because it's not education, it's regurgitation, and I'm just like, why are you what relevance does any of this have to do with life? But I'm very blessed to live in America, where women can get an education and it's not a problem, and where like we can basically study what we want in America, whether there are degrees that are worthless or degrees that are important. That's not the point. The point is that we live in America where we can study and it's cool, and like it's a beautiful thing. And I'm very, very blessed to be able to study where I study at Lipscomb University and be taught by guys who worked at Disney, like the greats, and study what I love. But at the same time, I, for a very long time, and I still do, had a fear problem, to the point where I would self-sabotage, and it's just many different things. Like, if my twin brother were here, he'd vouch for me, just the way we grew up. And just things that happened to us yes, I have a twin brother, if you guys didn't know, I have a twin brother, but just the way that we grew up, and fear was something that was just instilled in us from a very young age, so we self-sabotaged a lot. And I just know that if I didn't listen to other people's opinions, because the thing is that for my whole life, if I just listened to God and myself, I would be a completely different person. But the problem is that I listened to other people's negativity, their ill will, and you know, I've been talking with my brother and some like few close friends who we've kind of like, I've decided that I don't tell people about what I'm going to do. I just show you guys when it's done, because when you tell people I'm gonna do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, people can literally curse you. People just instill fear in you and say, oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you, or they're just overly critical, or they don't ask you like, oh, okay, so you want to do this, so how are you going to do this, or whatever. They just come at you with the negativity. And a lot of people feel like they're stuck where in their hometown or whatever the case may be because of negative Nancy's and just people just feeling like a who do you think you are mentality. And I personally just feel like, not that I messed up my life, but I feel so far behind in my life because like, and it's not a competition and everybody figures things out at different ages, but it's hard because of things like social media where like, and so on social media you see like 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds who are like balling or rich or whatever, or like traveling all over the world, and you're just like, damn, I'm 25, I don't have my own apartment, I'm still in school, I'm still, even with going to school, I wanted to study animation, I wanted to go to school in California or New York, and I was talked out of it. I let myself be talked out of it and went to community college, and then left community college because I didn't like it, and that set me back. And it took me a while. Thankfully, the school that I go to now has an animation program. But when I started college I went to community college in, if you guys don't live in America also, community college is basically like every city has a very small local college where you go and it just offers basic courses. So you'll take like math, science, whatever, writing, and then when you go to a big university, then you can transfer into that big university and only stay there for 2 years or however long you need. But the problem with community college is you can go to a school and they'll say your credits don't transfer in, so instead of staying for 2 years like your junior and senior year, you need to stay 3 years or even start all over again. So I just and it's not fair, like what I do to myself is not fair, but I just like, I feel like I'm extremely behind in my life in every aspect that you can imagine, like financial wise, career wise, romance wise, everything you can think of. And it's just hard because I feel like when you hit 25, it's like, obviously not, my 20s aren't over, I still have like 4 or 5 years left technically, but it's just like I feel like I should have figured things out by now and I haven't. And it's just hard because I moved around. I moved from Massachusetts to Oregon, Oregon to Nashville, back to Oregon, back to Nashville. And it's just like, I don't necessarily feel stuck. And there's obviously, like, God is with me, there's good things coming. But I just feel like I should have just listened to myself. Like, if I could go back to when I was 18, 19, I would literally sit with myself, my younger self, because that person, being 19, the age of 19 was one of the hardest years of my life. And I would have just sat with that person and told them, you're capable. Like, you dead ass, don't listen to anybody except yourself. Like, don't listen to them, listen to you. And because the thing is that the thing is that God gave me my own like talents and vision, and I know what God has told me, and I know what God has shown me in regards to certain aspects of his plan for my life. And me listening to other people, I feel so bad sometimes because I feel like people who are older than me, people in their 30s and 40s and 50s who are watching this are probably just shocked that I'm even crying about this. Because you guys are just like, Tumi, you're so young. And I'm like, but no, I'm not. Like, I'm 25. I'm not fucking young. I'm not young. Like, I'm not a kid. And it's just like, it's so damn hard because I just feel like oh my god, yeah, one of my teachers said that when I'm in pain, I just start laughing, which is true. Because he's seen me like cry, and so he knows that when I'm really upset, I just start laughing, because like that's all I can do to just like deal with the BS. Because I'm not gonna yell, I'm not gonna like scream about it, I'm not gonna like have an emotional breakdown, but it's just like, yo, I could have been living my dream life. And people live their dream life because they just ignore everybody else and do not what they want recklessly, but they just follow what they know, because you know in deep in your soul, sometimes you just know like you know what's right for you to do, but you just listen to other people because you feel like, well, what if they're right? What if I fail? What if I move to New York and I don't make it? But what if you do? What if you do make it? What if you move to Paris? What if you move to Tokyo and you have the most beautiful experience that you've ever had in your entire life? Oh my god. And like, obviously it's not too late. I just have to get everything out. Like, I'm not like depressed or anything. I just have to get this all out of my system because I've been holding this in for a long time. Sorry guys. But I have so many dreams. I have so many dreams and I have so many goals, and I envision such a beautiful life for myself, and it's my dream. It's mine. And it's like, if you envision something else for yourself, okay, but it's like, okay, for example, this is just has nothing to do with me, but what if somebody said to you, oh, I want to get married at the beach, like I envision having this beautiful beach wedding, and someone is like, well, what if there's like a hurricane, and what if there's a hurricane and like, you know, everything's ruined? Like, there are some people who, no matter what you say to these people or whatever you say, like there's always gonna be somebody who says something dumb and something negative, and it's like, yo, some people are just professional haters. Like, some people just wake up in the morning thinking like, who can I hate on today? There are even people that you consider friends that don't have your best interest at heart. I'm not saying that if I come to you and say, oh, I want to be an astronaut, you're like, wow, Tumi, that's great, you can do it, even though I've never shown any interest whatsoever in being an astronaut. But it's like, some people, like, I had an incident with a friend where like something important to me happened, and I told this person, and this person just pulled the, oh, if I were you, I would da 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 da, or why blah blah blah, and it's just like, yo, you can't even congratulate me on something important, but when you need advice, when you want something, when you want to call me and talk to me for 3 hours about the same old thing over and over, I listen. And it's just like, I deserve respect. I deserve respect. Like, a friend said that to me the other day, and I was just like, damn, I deserve respect. Like, I try my best to understand where other people are coming from, and it's just like, I try my best to hear people out and at least give a fair sort of, like, people may not like what I have to say. Like, when I made videos about Meghan Markle, or I made videos about whatever, I didn't jump on the internet and insult these people and say horrible things about them. Dakota Rose and Simply Kenna, I made videos that were clear and concise, giving timelines of these people's lives and where I personally felt like in the moment that they had fallen short. So it's just like, why is it that the person who, like, is the one who's there for other people, when you need someone, people just disappear? Or like, why is it that like the people who are loving to everybody don't get love back? Like, I'm just trying to figure out how the world works, because it just seems like people who are just evil, people who are evil people who are just evil seem to get everything. And it's like, I believe in the Bible. I believe, because the Bible says, don't be envious of sinners, because their day of reckoning, their day is coming where God is gonna cut them off. But it's just like, God, when? Like, we see all of this, like, we can see it, we see all the evil in the world, and we're just like, damn, God, like, when, how long is this gonna go for? It's been a long time, and people are suffering and people are struggling, and like, people just walk around like it doesn't matter. Like, these people who are causing all of this evil in the world just really couldn't care less. But I'm getting off topic. It's just, it's hard for me when people tell me, like, Tumi, like, you're a great person, or I wish that my kid was like you, or I wish my son married a woman like you. I'm just like, damn, like, y'all are the only people who feel that way. You guys are the only people who feel that way, because if you knew my love life, I don't have one. At all. Men aren't interested in me. And it's just so awkward, because I read all these comments and people say these things, but I'm like, but like, nobody it's the internet. Like, you guys feel that way, but nobody around me feels that way. So it's just awkward for me, but it's like, I'm boring outside of the internet. Like, the internet is cool because I can just talk about things that I'm good at and interested at, and you guys listen to me. Thank you. But it's like, other than that, like, I don't have many friends. I don't get invited to well, in 2020 you can't, it's basically impossible, but I don't get invited to do all of this cool, fun stuff. Like, I don't have this, like, aesthetic dream life yet, but it's just, I'm just protecting my dreams from this point on because I can't share them with people. I can't share them with anybody. It sucks. I share them obviously with the Lord, with my twin brother, and very, very few other people who actually are blessings from God and just, they care about my dreams and stuff. And they encourage me, and I'm really grateful for them. But guys, I'm struggling. I'm struggling, and it's hard sometimes because you have to get on YouTube. Like, it's cool, I like YouTube, but you have to get on here and be like, hey guys, how are you guys? What's going on with you? It's like you're a big therapist, especially when you talk about things like spiritual warfare and God and faith and all those things. People are like, Tumi, we're inspired by you, but like, I need help too. I need prayers too. I need love too. I need encouragement too. And it's just, it's difficult because, you know, people are kind of like, it's like people kind of pull from you all the time in a sense, and they look to you to be some inspirational person, and it's like, obviously, like, God is the tree and we're the branches, right? So obviously my help comes from God and all that kind of stuff, but we're relational creatures. God made us for a relationship, so it's just like, I can't be alone. Like, I can't just be alone. I can't be a person who's just like, I don't want to always have to ask people to help me, you know what I mean? Or like obviously people aren't gonna know I'm struggling if I don't say it, but it's nice when you're minding your own business and people are like, hey Tumi, I'm thinking about you. Hey guys, I'm blah blah blah. And it's like, somebody told me one time that I seem like I have it all together. I don't. I only tell you guys the good things because it's social media. I'm not gonna sit here and cry about this stuff every day or talk about me feeling some type of way all the time because that's not healthy, you know what I mean? I'm not Trisha Paytas. I can't be doing that, sitting on the kitchen floor crying all the time. So it's just please guys, keep me in your prayers. I swear I'm not like depressed or anything. Like, I just keep me in your prayers though, because I'm still figuring out my life, but I feel very behind, and I'm glad we're living in 2020, because if we weren't, years ago in Japan, when women were like 25 and like single, they would call you leftover Christmas cake. Because Christmas is a couple's holiday, so I think it's also just December being rough on me, but even though December just started, but yeah, it's just, I don't need any sympathy or pity or a hug or anything. I just had to talk about all of this and just kind of let it out. I feel kind of better, but I'm just gonna go back to like editing other videos and all that, but I just wanted to swing by and say hello, and yeah, thank you guys again for 15,000 subscribers. I'm pretty sure some of you are gonna like unsubscribe now, but it's fine. I just wanted to pop in and say what's up and let you guys know that other content is gonna be coming sooner than later. And I hope that, even though, have you guys, let me know in the comments if you've gotten this far, if you guys have bought your Christmas presents. I already bought everything for Christmas and mailed out some stuff to across the ocean, so I'm happy because I got all my stuff before Thanksgiving was even here. So bye guys, thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. And I told a friend this, so I'm gonna repeat this because I need to tell myself that my worth doesn't come from what I do for a job, who I'm dating, whether I'm dating anyone or not, how much money I have in the bank, or whether I have 80 cents. Jesus loved me when I had 80 cents in the bank, and he loves me now. So I had to repeat that out loud to myself because I need to hear those things. I need to remind myself. Okay guys, alright, I promise I'm fine. I just had to let it out. Thank you for watching. Thanks for clicking on this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye guys.